Hello, Hammers fans. Can you believe it? 1 year since we won the UEFA Europa Conference League final in Prague. What a night it was. Our first major trophy since 1980. Now, over the course of the last 12 months, we've been getting some of the best Prague memories from everybody who were there. The players, the fans, the coaching staff. And what we're going to do for you right now is deliver all those memories to you. And let's start with the match winner himself, Jarrod Bowen. Enjoy.
Prague was like, we went 2 days before the final. So obviously I said to my missus, right, I'm going 2 days before the final and I'm coming after. So that was but then we had 4 or 5 weeks off. So I kind of made up for that. We had a party that weekend, like all my family, all Danny's family.
Did I read somewhere that was the first time they had properly met, the families?
Yeah, because obviously Hereford down here, they can't always come at the same time. And you know, she's got a big family and I got a big family, so there was literally so many people at the house. It was mental. So that was the first time we kind of met. And to be fair, her dad and my dad were so similar. I thought, and I knew they'd get on like anything, and they were, But everyone, it was that after that final, I remember he sent me a video or I think her mum sent me a video of him. I think he was crying or he was just rolling around on the floor, like all the family, because they watched it. He didn't go out there. He was just watching it at home. And I think just how it happened, like last minute winner, and it was me that scored the goal. I just don't think you could have asked for anything kind of.
I feel there's a TV series in this.
Oh, no.
The farmers from Hereford meet the dyers. Some sort of, I mean, that'd be sensational watch, I feel.
Can you talk us through your day in Prague?
So that was sort of like when I'm like 60, 70 odd, I'll be like, I was the last game at the bowling, which again, that's even just a mental story. That's like script written in stars. I was at that game. I was at the final. And what I like to be able to do is bring people along that I care about that will also like take it in, and then that's a memory shared with everyone. So like, again, when you're older, you say, remember when we went to Prague for that day and like, just smash it out. But yeah, it was pretty 100 miles an hour. Landed in Prague in the morning, dropped our things off at a hotel, then sort of just got out, went and met the trophy because they had that in like the square. And then,
did you touch it?
Yeah, did touch it.
It's bad luck though, innit?
No, but I've got a picture with the trophy.
Yeah, after. Yeah, I was going to say that you've since held the trophy.
Yeah, exactly. Heavy, by the way. Heavy artillery. That.
I was actually I did the trophy lift at Stratford Town Hall, and Kurt Zouma had the trophy, and I said, "Can I grab it? Have for a picture?" And I went to hold it with one arm, and I nearly dropped the trophy. It's so heavy.
Imagine that.
Yeah, no, that'd be it. No iron cast. That'd be that.
It was just a mental day out though, and then I think once I got in the stadium, that was when it sort of all like you get the my god, this is going to happen. And
how did you feel like walking into that stadium, like seeing? I remember the warm up, the atmosphere was already crackling.
Yeah. What was crazy is we'd pretty much packed the old stadium. There weren't many Fiorentina in there. Even like around, I was lucky enough to be just behind the players' friends and family. So looking out to the stadium, it was just everywhere, and I was like, this is our night. Like, there's no way we can't have packed this stadium like this to then not go and win it. And again, it was like perfect for me to just where I was sat as well, is because all the celebrations were sort of over there as well. The players were over there. Even at the end of the game, they come into that corner, giving it large. So it was sort of like, I was just watching it all like, oh my God, it's happening. Cried like a little baby, of course. Like, but you can't put a price on anything like that, can you? Like, and especially when you're with people with like hugging them, crying. It's like, oh my God, we've done it.
I say this a lot, that I'm thankful that I was alive to watch it, to witness it, you know, because a lot of West Ham fans before us who have supported West Ham for many, many years and sadly weren't here to witness it. So that in itself for me plays a massive part in how special it was.
I said to my missus, I said, like, you got to understand, right? So like having my daughter scoring a goal here and watching us win a trophy, there's not much between all three of them, right? There's not much between. And I was trying to say, like, that us having that trophy, it might never happen again in my lifetime. Like, I might not see us win anything European ever again. That's just the nature of the beast. But listen, things are trending in the right direction. Thank God.
Your missus not saying where am I in that list? She's not saying where am I in that list?
Listen, I've got space for top 3.
You put yourself in charge of the celebrations in Prague after we won. Is this true? What can you tell us?
Oh yeah, the gaffer, the gaffer knows about it.
He came out. He came out.
He came with us. Yeah, that was like quite surprised because I organized something for the guys, and the guys know it. And suddenly gaffer came to us. Can I go with you? And we say, oh yes, let's go. So he came with us.
He wasn't dancing, was he?
He was watching us.
Always watching, yeah.
Always watching, like on the pitch everywhere we go. Yeah, but it was good that he connected us even with the celebration. So we were all together until the end, and we came back to the hotel. I don't know, 4 or 5 a.m. at the morning. So we enjoyed, on the pitch and then after as well. So that was perfect. And the second day was the open bus. So that was even much better.
Alphonse, the fans, the West Ham fans, the noise they generate, you experienced it firsthand in Prague almost a year ago. Like, where does that night stand among the many great nights you've had in your career?
Unbelievable. I mean, they helped us a lot to win that trophy as well. We just like felt them behind us, giving that strength, that plus to push even more and more. And at the end, good atmosphere for us, for the manager, for the team, and we've done the job for them as well.
And what about when we won the Conference League last year, and you're on that open-top bus, and the streets of East London just filled with West Ham fans? Did it kind of bring it home again, how massive this club is?
I think we knew, as a player, we knew already to win that game. When we won the semi-final with Pablo Fornal, score like the last score, we knew it to win that competition. And to be honest, see all the fans and all the respect for the Conference League, amazing.
What's crazy about that is that there was still 20,000 fans stuck in Prague at the time. Yeah. Like there was so many trying to get back and just couldn't get back, so it was crazy. After, just in the change rooms, basically, the celebration in the change rooms, everyone's in the change room drinking, dancing around, taking pictures of the trophy. I think that was it for me, to be fair. Like, many footballers play football, but not many win things in their career, so that was just special for me.
I had the doping that day.
Did you get? You were in doping? Oh, no.
They don't let you have a beer anymore either, do they, when you're having the doping?
Oh, man. How long were you in there?
An hour.
Oh man!
I remember, like when I was playing a long time ago, the only way you could have a toilet after games is if you had a beer. You know, like you have water as much as you want after game. You don't go to the toilet. You have a beer. You know what it's all like. You start going. They're not allowed to do that no more, yeah?
No,
not anymore.
How about you, Angelo?
I think it's celebration after the game. Yeah, all together. Like, obviously we won the trophy, so the celebration all together, dancing, and we spent time together. And couldn't wait to get back to London, celebrate with everyone.
Well, look, one of the highs of supporting West Ham has, of course, been winning the Conference League. Did you make it to the final?
Did I hell?
I was looking at it. I was trying to think. It was around the time of the Spanish Grand Prix.
It was a week off. But I couldn't get a ticket. And do you know what? It would have been unfair to ring up the club and go, you got any spares? Like, just because I'm on a telly.
I don't know. Sort us out a few F1 grid passes.
No, I couldn't have done that. But it was also it was quite an important function that night. I think it was like a Sky summer party for everyone on screen and some like the movers and the shakers in the media industry with in a place in London. So I went. And I remember talking to Stephen Van Rooyen, who is sadly leaving us at Sky, our CEO. And I said, look, I know this is a Sky do, but, can we get BT Sport? No, Crofty, West Ham are in the conference final. And, if you want me to stay, I'd quite like to watch the match. He was like, it ain't going to happen. I went, yeah, all right, fair enough. I'm probably leaving in about 10 minutes then. And I did. I went to the pub around the corner, and I actually sat
on your own.
I sat on my own in the pub and watched it, which was fine and actually quite nice to sit and watch the match properly and just kind of take it all in.
although one lone bloke in the corner jumping up and celebrating in the way I did probably wasn't as cool as it felt at the time, but sod it.
I think coolness went out of the window.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
But watching that night, did you get the sense that it was going to be a proper West Ham night and we'd actually be okay in the end? Because I always did. I always thought we're gonna do this.
I've seen the game back and didn't really. We won the game. It doesn't matter how poor the actual game was.
Yeah,
it seemed it. Like in the stand, I'd had a couple of pints, granted. You're caught up in it. But if you watch it back, not a poor game, but like I say, they can't be poor if we won it. But I say it all the time. That stuff don't happen to West Ham. Didn't certainly when I was here. Scoring a last-minute winner the way we did. I mean. And it's the first real game I'd been to as a fan since I've been at the club, and been to a few away games. But to get invited there by the club and go out and enjoy it as we did, and to win it how we did, doesn't matter how you played, does it?
Oh man, I always had that sense, and you're right. It was a poor game. It was typical West Ham in Europe performance, because I've berated you at half time, and I'm really sorry about that. Gin's caught me mid-rant.
Deserved.
One of the matches leading up to that, but I just felt tonight. In the words of my old man, son, we're gonna be all right.
I interviewed the gaffer a couple of weeks back. Well, me and Chris did, and he sort of said that, didn't he? He felt like it was just going to happen. It didn't matter how they were going to play or how the game was, because finals tend to be pretty poor games. But I think did he mention the gaffer that they took them away? I think, didn't he?
Yeah,
and they had like a team bonding thing before it, and he felt as the gaffer, he felt that sort of trip won it for him.
Yeah,
as in the team bonding, the way they were talking about the final. So there's a lot that goes into it. Obviously, like I said, the games are normally poor, but what a night.
Well, Crofty, what a delightful chat this has been. And I think if we can take one thing away from it, it is that it's all going to be okay. Yeah. It'll be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And a little sneak preview here. Brought them along today. This is what I wear on match days when West Ham are playing, when I'm in the commentary box.
I think I caught a peek.
Oh, hello. So we got the West Ham socks. We got the lucky West Ham. Well, they're not lucky.
They're just West Ham socks.
But no, the socks will stay on every time West Ham play. In the commentary box, we'll have the socks on. Brilliant. Washed, of course.
Magnificent night in Prague. How did the celebrations compare? 2012, 2023?
Oh, wicked. Absolutely brilliant, because we were together. Obviously, Ben Illingworth being Ben Illingworth didn't do it properly, so we had to get out of there at 2. So he got a lot of stick off all the lads and players and staff and everything, but he took it all in good banter, to be honest. But but it was lovely. It was, it was nice because we were all there. We had a bit of food, drinks, everything. All the singing and all that type of stuff, and then we headed back to our hotel, where it ended up being just me, Nose, and Deck, which was quite a nice moment.
And the trophy?
No, we weren't interested in the trophy at that point. We'd won it, hadn't we? So, and look, it was just nice. Obviously, three captains, just sitting there, sort of chewing the fat, talking about everything, remembering all the good things.
I know we're talking about after the game. Yeah. What do you remember the game? I know you're unbelievable at remembering stats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But do you remember
all the parts to the game? I remember when they scored, and everyone, it was like, I remember it was like, everyone was like, as if we'd gone 1-0 down or 2-0 down, and it'd gone from us, and I was like, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Let's, let's sort of refocus, and we were quite calm on the bench and everything else, and sort of try to get that across to the lad, like, relax, we've got this, and when you're looking for moments of, genius and someone to just play that proper pass, and then obviously the one who you want on the end of it is a Jarrod Bowen, and I remember as soon as he's played the ball at someone, and then Jarrod scores, someone shouted offside, and the gaffer always comes and looks at me and goes offside, and I go, no way,
no chance.
I've gone right away, no chance, and I've gone, oh, am I going to be wrong here?
Yeah,
and like in that little dread, and then I've like, because in the conference, it's not as like in the Prem where you get the repeat right away. You're waiting, and I'm like that. So I'm thinking, Don't
get this wrong.
Don't get this
Because the gaffer was off. I was a little bit concerned that you couldn't keep up with the gaffer, to be honest.
Did he wait for you to say yes before he
celebrated?
Yeah,
he was on his neck. Nobody's come back and he's giving and he's going, it's on side, isn't it? It's on side, definitely.
He was thinking, no.
Yeah. I can't thinking,
Gaffer's just done a sprint for like 50 yards, comes back and is offside. Imagine that.
Both armies. But yeah, so like just them moments, and and like it was just, it sort of just went back to the playoff final because it was like last minute scoring that goal and it's just like, now see it out, you know what I mean?
Said it, Kev. I've said it on here. I think the first one we did, speaking to Jarrod about it. We don't do that. West Ham don't score last minute goals and win games and hang on. And the extra time seemed like I was in the, obviously I was in the stand that night. It just seemed like it went on forever. But I remember turning to all the West Ham fans in the crowd going, I think I was more shocked we scored a last minute goal because I certainly never happened when I was playing. It's in like scoring in such a big game and all that, and just the relief and the feeling in the stand. God knows how you guys felt down on the pitch, but it's the first proper game I'd been to in the stand, like big game supporting West Ham, and it was just unreal night.
So there we have it. Fantastic memories from a fantastic day. Memories that will last a lifetime. Thank you for listening. We'll be back very soon with some brand new episodes. So until then, come on, you Irons.